All right. Hello, guys, and welcome back to Fox to Fox Report. And welcome to the pre match review for our next match coming for tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time AM. So in the morning, very bright and early for me, against Manchester City at the King Power Stadium. So, what a very, very difficult match. Will it be difficult? If you asked me earlier about 2 weeks ago, I probably would say yes. But most recently, just looking at Man City, my opinion has changed. And I'll get towards that, later on in this video. But yes, so the mighty Manchester City come to the KP Stadium, looking to compete with Arsenal for that top title spot. Who knows who will come in first place, later on in the season. But yes, coming to pick up points, us trying to get more points. We're getting up in that table because right now we have back-to-back wins, defeating Leeds, defeating Wolves. Fantastic result over at the Molyneux Stadium. Just a spectacular, very surprising performance. I did not expect us to win 4-0, especially the fact that we haven't won at the Molyneux since 2012, I believe. 13, somewhere around there. I forgot. But going over to the current table right now, where do we stand so far this season? Let me get to that. And that right now is in 17th place currently, with Leeds, Wolves, Nottingham Forest all in that relegation zone, only 2 points above the bottom three. So very, very tight there. If we beat Man City, we'll have a chance to go even further, perhaps top 10. But that's just, if everything, all the results fall in our favor. But yes, we are getting points. And so far, that just drastic nightmare of perhaps going down to the championship next season is slowly fading away. But we must go game by game. And of course, picking up those points. Now, let me just close this right here. The momentum, like I said, is very, very high at the moment. Back-to-back wins. We are playing great. The formation is working. Everyone agrees. So without a doubt, do not touch that formation whatsoever. 4-1-4-1 is what we want to see and just what has been working. So Haaland in doubt for tomorrow. From what we are hearing is that he must have had a knock, something during the match against Borussia Dortmund, came out. Who knows? I don't know, but he is in doubt. Man City will assess, hourly to see if he's available for this match. Leicester fan, how's it going, man? I appreciate you coming watching the streams. But yes, it's going to be a very, very tough one for us. So what do we have to look out for? Man City's through balls in the midfield, whether it be De Bruyne. You'll have players like Bernardo Silva, Haaland, looking for those open gaps, those through balls. I saw a lot of them against Brighton over the weekend. So we have to just make sure we are careful and just not leaving any open gaps. That is the one thing that Man City just pride on, those open gaps, making those runs. And just for us to be out disorganized, not looking who's behind us, that is something that we must definitely keep an eye out for. And of course, those long balls to Haaland. You saw that goal against Brighton with Man City. Ederson, long ball over to Haaland. Haaland just making that run so fast. And Marty, who I guess will be playing the defensive line, have to just keep an eye out. Man marking is a very, very ideal in this match. Very ideal. Little West, how's it going? Haaland injured, saw it coming at halftime. Yes, like I said, very, very in doubt for our next match. Will it be a big benefit? Perhaps. But without a doubt, does not say that our defense has improved. Fast. Giving much more organization, just much more, stability in that back line. Who knows? We lost to City. I think the last time we won against City at the KP was 2019. So, if we lost the City without Haaland for 2 years, we will lose with them. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see, but I'm just very, very, confident in this match, given the fact like Man City have not been playing well away. And I'll get to that later on. But yes, going more so, like I said, into man marking is a very, very ideal in this match. Man City's away record isn't so great. They have not won an away match since September 17th. And that goes over to this right here, their previous fixtures away in the Champions League, all competitions, 0-0. Over in Denmark, Liverpool lost 1-0, and Borussia Dortmund this week, they drew 0-0. So very, very interesting there. We'll have to see what happens. But yes, Byron, if Leicester was, I don't know what they're saying here. But how's it going, man? I'm doing well. Just doing this pre-match review, just counting down the hours for this big match tomorrow. But yes, going into just performance this week against Dortmund wasn't so great either. I was watching highlights from that match, and Man City were giving away balls. Dortmund countlessly attacking. There was a PK for Mahrez, but he missed. So yeah, and just even more so over the weekend against Brighton. Very interesting. Though they won 3-1 at home, Brighton had a much more better defensive stability, meaning that Man City didn't necessarily have much possession of the ball when it came to attacking. Of course, Brighton don't have the attacking players like we do to create, but their defensive stability definitely did put a hole on the attack of Man City, which is what I say, they couldn't create anything in attack. So that is why, Man City just play after play, they tried, and yeah, a bunch of things you could say gave the goals for Man City, and Brighton just making mistakes. But just defensively speaking, Brighton were great. They took the ball away from Man City. Man City at times didn't know what to do. Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't necessarily think yes, there is that worry. But I'm just confident and fast. He stopped Diego Costa. He stopped Patrick Bamford. So why can't he stop Haaland? Yes, who knows what can happen. Maybe Man City will score at the KP. But yes, I'm coming much more confident. Yes, exactly. Come on, Leicester. The momentum is there. Back-to-back wins. We beat Leeds. We beat Wolves. Why not Man City? We're playing home. The support, everything is there for us to get those 3 points. But yes, further going into that match against Brighton, multiple VAR checks in that game. Multiple. So we have to make sure we do not stick any foot inside the box. Last match against Man City over at the Emirates. Not at the Emirates, sorry. At the Etihad, we had Tielemans stick a foot, multiple times with Man City. There's always been incidences where we always cause a PK. So we have to make sure that's very ideal. They will be looking for that. So like I said, multiple VAR checks in the match against Brighton over the weekend. So yeah, that is something that we just have to make sure we don't commit any fouls inside the box, because Man City always get a PK. They always get some cheeky goal against us. And we're like, if that didn't happen, the result would have been different. We have, I'm very confident, to be fair, only because 4 clean sheets in a row. Leeds, Wilkers, fouls. Yes. So defensive improvement has been just getting better and better. Now this is a real test against Man City to see if exactly we have improved drastically defensively, specifically with those set pieces. Matters, they always do. Yes, always some cheeky goal that it's like, why are we doing this? Why are we letting, all these things go in? Danny Ward is looking better. Yes, much more better, going game by game, much more confident, especially coming out during those corners, getting the ball, securing it, and giving it off to our attacking players. So yes, so far so good for Danny Ward. But Harvey Barnes has all the confidence at the moment. The hype is there. Goals against Leeds, goals against Wolves. Without a doubt, now even more support coming into the KP Stadium. So let's see what Harvey Barnes does. That right side, that right backside of Man City, not looking too great. I did see a weakness there against Brighton. So without a doubt, do I think the pace, the creativity that's now coming from Harvey Barnes will be a huge, huge benefit for us. And also James Maddison will be the key in Man City's slip-ups. A lot of slip-ups from Man City against Brighton. So now that we have an actual number 10, our playmaker, James Maddison, he will definitely be, starting those plays, taking care of those slip-ups from Man City and looking for either Barnes, for Daka, who I hope to play, KDH, and even Tielemans. Let's go. Let's see. Yes, Barnes good at the moment. Exactly. So, like I said, he has all the confidence in the world right now to just be out, just storming this match, outplaying Man City. Yeah. So let's see what he does. He doesn't jinx it, but so far so good for Harvey Barnes. And like I said, our defensive improvement will now be put to the test. Put to the test fast. James Justin, who has just been linking up with KDH, with Harvey Barnes, Castagna, same thing with Maddison, with Tielemans at times, and just playing that attacking role as well. But defensively, we have to say with James Justin against Adama Traore, great. Like I said, body composition is much more different. Traore is much more bigger, stronger, but James Justin does not let him go that easily. So yes, same thing with Harvey Barnes, confidence is there. Same thing with James Justin, without a doubt, gaining much more confidence. That pace, that creativity from our number 2 is slowly coming back. Same thing with Timothy Castagna, just taking on players, looking for those through runs for Maddison, for Tielemans. So without a doubt, going in very, very strong. Now, injury updates. From what we're hearing is that Ndidi has come back to training with the squad. But if you ask me, I wouldn't put him necessarily, even though he's fully fit, I wouldn't put him in that defensive midfield role because Samore has just been playing fantastic. Why will we put in Ndidi all of a sudden and just take out Samore and just, take that confidence away from him? No, without a doubt, he's a young player. He is getting better. So you have to play him in these matches. And yeah, for me, 10 times Samore right now is better than Ndidi. And then next comes Mendy. JJ, lots of players looking better now. Yup, exactly. Ward, Justin, Barnes, and Ndidi. Will Vardy get a goal against Man City? Maybe, but of course we know Man City is the team that Vardy typically scores on in most seasons. So hopefully we see something tomorrow. It's going to my formation in my starting 11. So what I want to see, what I hope happens, goes over to the formation. Like I said, has been working great, and that is a 4-1-4-1. In the back line, Justin, Fast, Amarty, Castagna, defensive midfielders, sole defensive midfielder, Samore, our attacking midfielders, Barnes, KDH, Tielemans, Maddison, and of course, up top, we have Patson Daka. Now, the whole change between Vardy and Daka last week was because of the slight, just short amount of games, short amount of time, 2 games within 3 days. So we had to switch Vardy for Daka, but no, now having a whole week to rest, Daka should start, and then Vardy coming on like against Wolves, like the last 30 minutes. But of course, what do you guys think? Do you guys go with this formation? If not, put it all in the chat. But yeah, can Fast stop Haaland? I think so. I believe so. Like I said, going 2-4-2 right now. Blocking and stopping Patrick Bamford, stopping Diego Costa. So with Haaland. AJ Fox says, hi Jeff, very confident. I've gone 1-0 win, lucky Madison goal from a scrappy corner. Yes, who knows? Maybe, but a lot of things in that match against Wolves, like those 1-2s with Harvey Barnes, KDH, I think with Man City, their right back defensively is just very weak and not, that strong to come back. And also, Kyle Walker is injured, so he won't be playing. They have a Kanji currently right now. So yeah, without a doubt, I think Harvey Barnes will find his way through that right spot. The left spot, Cancelo, you have maybe a better player. But Madison will be in that area as well. So we'll see what happens. And just going over to the formation they had against Brighton over the weekend. So yeah, you have Haaland here, Grealish, Mahrez, of course. I want to see what Mahrez does with James Justin, because James Justin, like I said, he stopped Adama Traore. That's pace right there. But can James Justin stop Riyad Mahrez? But yes, this area right here, Akanji, where Kyle Walker typically would play, I think Barnes can find a way through there. Ruben Diaz, Laporte haven't been doing as great compared to the match against Brighton. And like I said, Cancelo, even Ederson, giving balls away, trying those long balls, but sometimes makes a mistake. So we have to be on top of that, and we have to go about and, just scoring those goals and being that difference. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting match. Very, very confident coming in. Can we go 3 out of 3 perfecting our formation? The formation has worked wonderfully against Leeds, against Wolves, and now can it work wonderfully against Man City? Because everyone has played their part in the formation. Clean sheets. There's no disorganization. Everyone's coming back. We need to come back. Everyone's pushing up. We need to push up. So can we go 3 out of 3 coming for tomorrow? Foxy, I don't like Mars anymore because he scored against us. Yeah, I mean, I think he has that ego, to be the best there that can be, and just has, those, I don't know how you explain that, but yeah, he doesn't necessarily, respect when he scores against Leicester City. Madison, James, Mahrez all celebrate their goals against all clubs. Iheanacho has never. Yeah, and I just want to know, that's pretty interesting, because Iheanacho so far hasn't been coming in that right wing role. Typically, he would come on the last 10 minutes, for Madison, but now Pratt is taking over that role, and he didn't even play against Wolves. So I'm still wondering what Iheanacho's role is in this squad, because he's a very important player. One, to hold the ball, wait for support, either make through ball runs. But yes, very important there. Definitely causes a lot more possession in the attacking aspect. But of course, his qualities aren't for one to be playing that right wing role, to come back like Madison does and like Dennis Pratt does. So hopefully you can find some place for Clutch Iheanacho. But as of right now, everything is working great with the formations, with the subs. I'm so happy that Dennis Pratt is finally coming back into this squad and just playing the minutes he deserves. Great. Yes, it will. It will. The KP will rock. You'll hear so many chants. Hopefully those clappers, come back. But yeah, that is what we're going to expect. A lot of support, a lot of just hype for us, because we're coming back from back-to-back victories. And just one thing also, at least no Jesus and Sterling in this squad anymore for Man City, because always, somehow, they just cause just utter mayhem against us whenever they were playing for Man City. So thankfully now Jesus and Sterling aren't there. Just Haaland. You have Kevin De Bruyne, but we have to make sure that they do not score from the outside box, because always looking for those outside shots, especially De Bruyne, and just those rebounds inside the box multiple times where they have scored during those situations. Now, going to other matches this weekend. Let's see here. So our first match, we play first in the weekend. Then we have Newcastle Villa. Either want a draw or a win for Newcastle. Bournemouth, Tottenham, draw or win for Tottenham. Brighton, Chelsea. Chelsea, it doesn't really matter. They're kind of too up in the table. So whatever happens here. Crystal Palace, Southampton, we want a draw. Or, yeah, a draw. If anything, a win for Palace, but a draw. Brentford, Wolves. Brentford needs to win. Wolves need to lose. Fulham needs to beat Everton or draw. Liverpool, can they actually do the job this time and get a victory? Because what happened against Nottingham Forest? How do you guys lose against a team that's in last place with the players you have? And then you're giving those excuses that they're injuries? No. They better get the job done. They better beat Liverpool. They better beat Leeds. Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, who knows? who knows? Arsenal lost against PSV, I believe, was 2-0 yesterday in the Europa League. So, yeah, either a win or a draw for Arsenal. Man U need to beat West Ham. And, yeah, there's pretty much there are some, chances where we can perhaps go into the top 10. Right now, we're sitting at 12 points. No, we're saying 11 points, and 10th place it has 14. So based on goal differentials and of course the other results, depending how they end, we have a chance at perhaps going into 11-10. On a good note. We'll see what happens, but yeah, we just have to win. We have to beat Man City. That's the one thing. For Sally, I've gone for 4-2 Man City win, Sally, but I do think we'll score more than one. Yeah, that possibly could happen. That's depending if the confidence just drops. There should be no reason why our confidence should be at its lowest, because we are doing things right now that we have never done in a long time. And that first starts with beating Wolves over at the Molyneux Stadium. Fast, we'll pocket it. We'll pocket Alvarez, maybe, depending if he plays. But I think based on what has happened with Man City, let me just go over back to that. Let's see. So Man City, where are they? Hold up. Sorry, guys. Right here. So going to Man City, like I said, with the lineup they had against, why am I clicking that? Sorry, guys. So going with this lineup, Grealish, would he play? I don't know. Perhaps Foden. Foden came on like the last, I want to say, maybe 30 minutes against Dortmund during the weekday. So perhaps I expect Haaland to play if he's not injured, and if they want to take that risk. Phil Foden right here. Mahrez or Julian Alvarez, I don't know. But right now, we have talent. We have momentum. Like, seeing who'll play or not is just kind of saying that we have no chance. We have a big, big chance. Barnes scoring goals. Let's see what happens. Daka, pace, getting better, better in that striker role. Madison, just the playmaker, seeing things that we don't see, finding those gaps, looking for Harvey Barnes, for KDH, and just KDH, those linked up plays with Tielemans, with Barnes, with James Justin. So without a doubt, we have all the support, all just the confidence to go about and come forth with a victory tomorrow. Score predictions. I say, being very genuine, being very honest, I say it won't be a 4-0, victory like we had against Wolves. That would be just absurd and just amazing. But I say a 2-1. That is my prediction for tomorrow. 2-1, we win. Caesar, 1-0, Leicester wins. Something tells me it's going to be an own goal. I think it's going to be one of those goals where, like the first goal against, like a goal, like we had a goal with Barnes and KDH that 1-2, the second goal we had against Wolves. I think something like that, or perhaps just a huge slip up from Man City, and then we just have the players, just coming up. Next thing you know, it's like a 4v2, and then just 1-2, 1-2, simple passes, and then score. But yeah, Ake, true, but I don't think he's going to put Ake in that match against us. I think it's going to be, Ruben Diaz and Laporte. But it will be interesting. They have a game against Sevilla on Tuesday, I believe, next week. So they're already in the next round of the Champions League. So if anything, this match is really, really important for them. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I have for this pre-match review. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And just leave your score predictions in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys next time for the post-match review, which hopefully will be about me discussing our victory against Man City and just going up that table in the Premier League. But all right, guys, I'll see you guys next time.